Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, this episode, it's going to be pretty interesting. You know why? Because on the Acupuncture is My Life app, I've had a few individuals from different countries, such as Japan, Nigeria, Portugal, Italy, and then someone from Colombia, South America. These individuals were inquiring about feeling fatigued, tired a lot, very little energy, and can acupuncture help? Definitely. There's a reason, and by the way, if you don't already have the app, just download it. It's free at your app store. Acupuncture is My Life. And, there's a reason why I say see a physician on an annual basis and make acupuncture a part of your lifestyle and making regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist. Because these are things that your acupuncturist will pick up right away, address it, make adjustments to your treatment protocol, and so forth. And sometimes individuals cannot make certain appointments with their acupuncturist. This is why most acupuncturists do Eastern nutrition consultations. Because there are certain types of foods that can treat fatigue, tiredness, low energy. And to an acupuncturist, this can be known as Qi deficiency. And many times, let's just say, even when I do telehealth conferences or consultations with patients, I discuss Eastern nutrition with them. Sometimes acupressure points and so forth. And then recommend they see an acupuncturist or refer them to a colleague of mine in my global network. Okay? But if you're experiencing Qi deficiency, there are certain types of foods in which you can benefit from. And one, if you're Qi deficient, you want to eat light. You don't want to eat heavy foods. You want to eat foods that's easy for your body to digest and extract Qi from. And one is soup. Very easy to digest because you don't want to overwork the stomach. But so many nutrients are extracted from the food sources in that soup. So with every spoonful, it's like, oh my gosh. And you want to put yang ingredients, type of ingredients in this soup. Because the thing is more times than not, you're yang deficient. So the types of foods that you incorporate in this soup have to serve as a form of yang tonic. Because you want to balance out yin and yang. That's what it's all about. The balance of yin and yang. So, let's say, for example, foods that can serve as a yang tonic within a soup is you want to put tons of fresh herbs, you want to put green beans, you want barley, and if you ever watched Acupuncture is My Life.tv, there's an Eastern nutrition section, and I think Chef Kiara did a miso salad, but then miso soup is just as good. Miso is like, watch that Eastern nutrition episode. I think it was in either the high blood pressure or the diabetes episode, just go to acupuncturesmylife.tv, and there's an Eastern nutrition section. Chef Kiara makes some awesome foods. But miso soup is awesome because it's great for digestion, and it's fermented. So in adding young ingredients into your soup, it brings more yang into the body to support certain organs within the system that are yang in nature, such as, let's say, the spleen. And I speak of this many times in the Acupuncture is My Life podcast, that the spleen and stomach is responsible for all qi and blood derived after birth from the foods in which you ingest. So it's important to know. And when I speak of herbs, let's just say herbs adding to your diet, nutmeg, ginger, to name a few, because these are herbs that are really great at improving qi deficiency. They're warming type of herbs, and they benefit with digestion. Now, you also want to include whole grains. And this is something in my global travels I've noticed that, and this is my opinion, in the Western Hemisphere, more so the northern part of that hemisphere, people more and more are turning away from whole grains. And that's not good. And they're eating these rich diets that tend to overwhelm their digestive system. So guess what? The power, qi and blood cannot be properly extracted and absorbed because their diets are too heavy. Whereas you want to look at whole grains, cooked whole grains such as oats, definitely for breakfast, like I said in the past, some strawberries, blueberries, banana slices, also brown rice, barley. See, these grains tend to be easy on the stomach. And the stomach is quick to absorb the nutrients from these grains. You have to understand, as a licensed board certified doctor of acupuncture, I understand that health is wealth. I know that the wealth is not in the bank. It's not in the safe. It's not in your pocket. It's not in your purse. It's not under your mattress. It's not in the shoebox in the closet. It's not in the stock market. It's not under the doghouse in the backyard. I understand that it's in you. And it's important that you understand that as well. But jumping back to soups, chicken soup, vegetables. Organic chicken supports the spleen totally. But you don't want to eat too much chicken in one sitting. But organic chicken in your soup, you can't beat it. Another is you want to think about, let's say if someone's qi deficient, you also want to think about root vegetables. Okay? And how you cook it is important as well. You don't want to overcook them because then it's going to lose a lot of its nourishing value. So you want to just slightly cook it. Tons of vegetables are great for boosting qi. But root vegetables take the cake, like onions. And if you listen to Acupuncture's My Life podcast on the regular, you would know that onions are my favorite. But onions I recommend to my patients a lot, depending on their situation. But onions, oh, forget about it. You know, another vegetable, another root vegetable, or in addition to root vegetables, I would say squash. Especially butternut squash, because of the anti-inflammatory properties. But squash tends to promote the circulation of qi. You see, along with acupuncture, these changes in your diet, forget about it. Your life would change, the way that you see life, the way that you think, feel. Sleep would improve, and so much. And I know some of us, we have a sweet tooth. Want a nice candy that you could snack on instead of that bad candy loaded with that bad sugar? Is dates. Because the way in which it supports the spleen. Now, the spleen to an acupuncturist is viewed much different than how it's viewed in Western medicine. And you have to understand that. Because I know some of you would message me and say, but I thought the spleen functions this way. And then I recommend that they go to the Acupuncture's My Life YouTube channel and go back and view the functions of the internal organ section and watch the one on the functions of the spleen, and then it becomes clearer to them. And then when you watch the one on the functions of the stomach, then many individuals get a clearer understanding as to why an acupuncturist understands the spleen and stomach is so important. Your core, it represents your core. It's that second brain. Without it, you're done. But you want candy? Dates. Because dates are loaded with antioxidants, and it provides balance to blood sugar, and it's loaded with fiber. The elimination process is super important. Way of detoxing. Dates is great. What else improves qi? Garlic. Tons of foods you can spice up with a little garlic. It's all about healthy eating. That's what it's all about. Healthy eating. And seeing an acupuncturist on a regular basis, undergoing Eastern nutrition consultation, changes your life. Make acupuncture a part of your life, because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?